Good morning, Esperance. Today we explore the scientific foundations of the Nullwave Resonator Version II, our city's quiet leviathan suspending millions of tons above Venusian storms. By lesson's end, you will understand each principal stage of the device and why balanced resonance, not brute force, is the key to lift. Concept of force cancellation. Classical mechanics teaches us that every mass obeys one vector. The downward pull of planetary gravitation, the resonator answers with a countervector composed of alternating attractive and repulsive microfields. When these fields cycle faster than the response time of matter, they average to zero net force, creating what we call a null cavity, a pocket where gravity's instructions are politely refused. Section 1. Resonir Housing. The outer shell is an alloy laced with crystalline inclusions that store electromagnetic phase information. Think of it as a memory drum. It remembers the waveform you feed it and re-emits that waveform with near-perfect fidelity. This ensures the device's internal fields remain phase-locked, even under load fluctuations. Section 2. Harmonic Null Cavity. Inside the housing sits an evacuated chamber tuned to a specific geometric ratio, length to diameter approximating Machuan 1. Standing waves establish an interference pattern in which peaks and troughs cancel, producing a region of minimal scalar potential. Objects placed inside this cavity experience an effective mass reduction because gravitational interaction is oscillated, out of phase with itself. Section 3. Toroidal Plasma Chamber. Surrounding the cavity is a torus of low-pressure ionized gas. A rotating electromagnetic field drives the plasma, creating circulating displacement currents that reinforce the null cavity from every angular direction. This is loosely analogous to how a transformer's secondary coil picks up energy from the primary without contact, except here the pickup is space-time itself. Section 4. Dual helical coils. Encircling the torus are twin helices wound in opposite chirality. When pulsed, each helix launches longitudinal waves, pressure-like disturbances that travel along field lines rather than across them by firing the two helices in perfect antiphase. The waves intersect and collapse at the core, sharpening the null zone and giving the resonator its extraordinary lift-to-power ratio. Section 5. Phase stabilizer rings. The device would drift if left unchecked. Thin concentric rings sample the cavity's real-time phase angle and inject corrective micropulses, much as a metronome keeps musicians in time. If the phase slips beyond 2 milliradians, the rings deliver an inverse pulse, realigning the standing wave before destructive resonance can build. Section 6. Scalar wave emitters. Finally, directional emitters along the housing's equator allow the null field to tilt, granting thrust and attitude control without reaction mass. They project non-transverse pressure waves, scalar in form, into surrounding space where the pressure drops. The entire assembly naturally drifts, permitting graceful maneuvering of vast structures. Safety and ethics. Improper tuning can reverse the force cancellation gradient, inducing catastrophic overmass or uncontrolled ascent. Accord regulation mandates triple redundant phase monitors and licensed harmonic engineers on every platform. Treat the resonator with reverence. It is not a motor, but a dialogue with gravity. Remember, suspension is achieved not by overpowering nature, but by persuading her equations to speak in complementary voices. Master the symphony of fields, and the sky is obedient. In our next session, we will derive the cavity standing wave equation step by step. Until then, maintain harmony.